Hey Campus Live fans, Angie Dillard here, host of Atlanta's hippest half hour on television throughout the 90s and beyond. We produced over 200 original episodes of the show, highlighting the best in arts, sports, and community service. This is the first time we've ever posted a show on Facebook and YouTube, so you guys could take a look back. We've started with our 5 years on FOX5 anniversary special that first aired on January 14th, 1996. That's 24 years ago. Feel free to post a comment and let us know how you're doing today. And let your classmates know about us so they can join the group too. Be sure to check back often because we plan to post something new every week. Okay, let's have some fun looking back.
Don't you touch that dial. You're watching Campus Live. Yeah!
Campus Live is in the house.
Now it's time for Campus Live.
I'm Jamie Walters from 90210. Be cool and stay in school.
Hey y'all, it's time for Campus Live.
It's Richard Simmons, and it's time for Campus Live! You didn't like that one?
Campus Live, Atlanta's hippest half hour on television. 5 years on 5 anniversary special.
I'm Angie Dillard, and here's what's coming up on this special edition of Campus Live.
Oh, man! oh, man! Oh, man!
See, it really doesn't matter what you choose because with Campus Live, the sky's the limit and so are your career choices. You never know until you try.
The truth is, life would be pretty dull without the arts and all the people who pursue them. So, thank an artist. We do all the time.
The cool thing about Reel to Reel is we're here to educate you as well as entertain you. That's a pretty tricky combination. You may wonder, how do we do it?
You want me to tell you everything that we've covered in the last 5 years on 5. Well, when I'm finished with you, you won't know what hit you.
Oh, hi, I'm Julie. Watch for my new segment on Campus Live, Back at Ya. It's about people just like you with questions just like yours.
Welcome to the Best of Campus Live's 5 years on 5 anniversary special. If you've watched our program at its regular time, Saturday mornings at 10:30, then you already know what to expect. 5 years of some of the best stories we featured about the students of Metro Atlanta. Now, before you get too comfortable, let me warn you, things are going to be moving pretty quickly. After all, there's a lot to tell in just an hour. This is where it all comes together at WAGA-TV on Briarcliff Road in Atlanta. Believe it or not, this beautiful mansion is actually built on historic ground. According to this plaque, federal troops were encamped here in 1864. I guess you could say this place is still making history. In fact, that's what has made Campus Live so popular during its 5 years on 5. It's like taking a piece of someone's life and recording it all on videotape for a lifetime. You see, Campus Live is more than just a television program about youth. It's about dreaming, achieving, succeeding, and growing up. It's a program that crosses all social, ethnic, and economic boundaries. It never grows tired because the stories never end. The big question we're always asked is, how do we put it all together? Well, one thing we've learned, it's better to show you than to tell you, so here it is.
Hi, do you know me? You may recognize me from the Campus Live sports segment.
I'm in a goofy mood. Can you tell I've got the giggles?
Yes, that's me. Today, Craig Mack of Alpharetta writes, what does it take to produce the hippest half hour on television? Well, Craig, today's your lucky day, because we're going to give you a behind-the-scenes look at the making of Campus Live, which, by the way, takes 50 breathtaking hours to put together.
Coming in 3.
Everybody ready?
Well, are you shooting over here or here?
Action.
Try not to laugh.
Is this on TV?
Atlanta's hippest half hour on television.
Well, I suppose first we should introduce you to the crew. Here's Selena. She does reel to reel. Look at Julie. She's back at ya. Here's Andre. He's all about community service. Then there's Lisa. She's making career choices. Look at Sarah. She asked the question of the week. And of course, there's me. Excuse me a moment. Notice how throwing is a very important aspect of the show. Hey, there's me again. First, we throw around ideas at the weekly production meeting. Okay, so maybe it's not always so productive, but don't think we just throw the show together.
Campus Live.
That's all.
Take two.
You're gonna be too dead to talk.
Workout guy.
The excitement.
That's a winner. After the production meeting, we go out to the field to get the story. We use only the best in broadcast technology, featuring the Sony 3-chip HyperHat Super Deluxe new and improved low-calorie Pro Betacam SP camcorder, the incredible, not edible, Wonderlicious all-natural wireless microphone system, and our high-tech, all-American-made carbon-based teleprompter, also known as the cue card. Once the story is in the can, the editing process begins. Hours are spent in little dark rooms logging material, examining tapes, and making important editorial decisions. Of course, no show can be complete without our lovely host, Angie Dillard.
I'm Angie Dillard.
Never afraid to push that fashion envelope, Angie boldly goes where no host has ever gone before. Fashion consultant Tiffany Pound spends hours coordinating the perfect ensemble, from the sporty casual look to the height of elegance. Now that we've met the crew, had a production meeting, shot the story, edited the story, and of course met the lovely Angie Dillard,
I'm Angie Dillard.
we begin the magical process known as post-production. Normally, this is where I would be telling you about this magical process, but unfortunately, we really don't have time for that. Besides, I really don't know what's going on in here. What do you say we move on? So, Craig, from all of us here at Campus Live and WAGA TV, good luck, God bless, and keep those letters coming.
That was fun. A big part of the reason for Campus Live's success is the team that puts it all together. We'll meet these dirtbags when we return.
Congratulations, Campus Live, for 5 years on 5. Keep knocking them out.
Oh, man!
Campus Live is sponsored in part by Georgia State University.
I'm Elvis.
Elvis Presley. Judges?
Goldie Hawn. Madonna.
Madonna.
Chris Everett. Barbie.
Ken.
Judges?
Marilyn Monroe.
Alfred E. Newman.
Oh, okay.
Patrick Swayze.
Blake Spalding from Guiding Light.
Slash from Guns N' Roses.
Muhammad Ali.
Judges?
Some people say I look like Ricky Henderson.
Oh, the baseball player.
Yes, yes.
Okay, judges?
Julia Roberts.
Judges?
Elle McPherson.
Oh, supermodel.
Doogie Howser.
Oh, okay, got the jacket here. Judges? Welcome back to Campus Live's 5 years on 5 anniversary special. There's no doubt the students we feature are what make the program interesting. It's the team who puts it all together that makes it exciting, and no one does that better than our very own sports dude, Carlos Walks. Go along, Carlos.
Oh, man! Oh, man! Oh, man! Oh, man!
I've only got 5 minutes to talk about 5 years of sports on Campus Live. I mean, it all starts with Eric Zier. He goes from Marietta High School to UGA to the NFL. I mean, man, what happened, man?
Meet Eric Zier.
Zier escapes a sack.
The chance to someday play professionally is his dream.
My goal here is to go out and get better every time I step on the field.
In the meantime, he intends to make the best of what's being offered, and with the help of family and coaches, plans to choose a college that will benefit him most.
Play action again. Zier over the middle, complete. Bryce Hunter near touchdown.
But whatever role I'm in, the number one objective is for this team to win a football game.
Then there was James Forrest. He goes from being some kid at Southside High School to the man at Georgia Tech.
In December of 1990, we caught up with James Forrest right in the middle of his senior year. How's the transition been to college ball?
The transition has been different. There's been an experience.
Asked why he chose Tech and why he chose it so soon, his response was quite simple. Family.
Well, Syracuse and UCLA was in the running, but I decided to stay home so I can be close to my family, so I can, play for Georgia Tech.
I mean, there was mountain biking, there was rock climbing, there was skydiving, there was jet skiing, there was water polo. What do I do?
Hello, sports fans. Guess who we're here with now?
Adrian! Robert Hyatt, here with Tom Mulkey.
Bob McKinney, Bobarino, Bob Licious.
Is it all right if I just call you Superstar? So how'd you get involved in such a wonderlicious sport like this?
It just seems to be a new fascinating sport. Every once in a while people try and rotate and look for something new, and I think this is the newest thing out.
I just seen it on TV and thought I'd give it a try, and here I am doing it.
But I started with my big brother. One time we was walking down the street, and he was going to the gym, and I was going with him. So he said, "Do you want to box?" And I said, "Yeah."
How do you motivate yourself to keep going and pushing yourself?
I think a positive attitude and, the desire and the commitment to do what you want to do.
The desire to get better, to succeed.
Never giving up, always working to be better, because someone else is out there just saying, I can be better than him.
Where do you see yourself in the future?
I would love to play a professional sport. If I had to play a professional sport, that would probably be baseball.
That's my long-term goal, definitely the 96 Olympics, but I have to set short-term goals every day in this sport. So, that it's so far away, the 96 Olympics, I don't even think about that right now.
So I'm going to try to pursue my acting career.
What kind of feeling do you walk away with, after you leave practice, after you leave your competitions?
It's one of the best feelings. I think that's why I swim. I don't swim, I swim for the sport, but I just love the way it feels when you hit the wall. It's like a big rush that just goes over your whole body.
It's great. Just got a great rush. It's all natural, and I had a great time.
When I started, I was scared of heights. You get really used to it. You get used to all the safety measures you have to take. It gets really scary, and then once you do make it to the top, you've accomplished something, and it feels great.
I mean, they all had such interesting things to say. Who do I pick? Who do I choose? What do I do?
I'm just going to give you your chances right now. You can say anything you want. What do you got to say?
Everything I want. Save the whales.
No, don't smoke.
The main thing is to always brush your teeth before you go to bed. That really helps.
So I guess the message here is bam, boom, pow, ow. Oh, man! Intense.
You're not going to say that, are you?
I usually do.
Mommy! Hurry!
Anyway.
Stay in school.
Stay in school.
Yeah.
How am I going to do this? What am I going to do, man? I don't know.
You already did it, man.
What?
It's over.
Oh, man!
Hello, beloved Channel 5 viewer. I'm George Lowe. You know, the one that says, it's Campus Live, Atlanta's hippest half hour on television. And you're probably asking yourself right now, hey, why does a good-looking, balding man like that not do the sports instead of that skinny little weasel pencil-head Carlos? Well, you're saying that, and I don't really have any answers. I mean, jealousy. Pure jealousy. That's why it works out the way it does. All the guy does is, oh, man. That's like his whole gig. Oh, Carlos, my man. How are you, buddy? We were just, I love this kid. He's a great kid, this kid. What a talent. We'll be right back in a moment with lots more exciting, fun things right here on Campus Live after these messages. Thanks, George.
pass any law, it would be a no parole law for crimes such as rape, murder, and DUIs.
If I could pass any law, it would be to raise the gas tax because each cent raised would generate $1 billion for the U.S. Treasury, and the higher prices would encourage people to carpool, use public transportation, which could reduce pollution.
Could happen.
If I could pass any law, it would be a line-item veto for the president to eliminate the billions of dollars in useless spending that Congress hides in bills the president really needs to sign.
There should be a law passed on the rapists. They shouldn't be running around the world feeling like they didn't commit a crime or anything, which is a serious offense to the law and to their victims.
If I could pass any law, it would be to have a mandatory jail term without judge's discretion for those persons convicted of a DUI in order to begin to stop the out-of-control problem of drinking and driving.
I would like to see a law ratifying and enforcing the United Nations Convention for the Rights of the Child, which would ensure a better standard of living for children.
Don't take your right to vote lightly. When you've got the opportunity to vote, do it. Welcome back to Campus Live's 5 on 5 anniversary special. We're hanging out here in the art department with graphics artist Ken Blue. How's it going? Great. Ken created all of our graphics on Campus Live. You know, picking a career to study when you go to college isn't always an easy thing to do. No one knows that better than Lisa, so she tries to help with career choices.
Hi, I'm Lisa Shore, and it's ironic that I work with Career Choices because I have considered a plethora of careers since I graduated from high school. Almost as many as Campus Live has done. A great place to start your career search is here at your public library. They have great resources like the 1996 What Color is Your Parachute? All available right at your little fingertips. Or you can write me. I'll help you explore all of your career choices. What are you waiting for? You need a pen? Do you remember Heath Brooks? He found out that archaeology was a whole lot more than just digging in the dirt.
I've done the field aspect of it. You know, I've gone out in the field and I've gotten my hands dirty, you know, the fun part of it. And then I came in the lab and I've really never done much lab work. And that's kind of interesting. I wasn't aware of, you know, just how meticulous everything is when it's sent back to the lab.
So do you think you could dig archaeology? And I appreciate you being our career choice. The man, the Heathster, the archaeologist.
Do you dream of being a flying ace but you don't know where to get the funds? Let your dreams take flight.
If it wasn't for this program, I would have never actually flown a plane by myself, and then I can go around and say, I've actually fly an airplane. And it's opened up new options, career options, and meeting people, and making lots of new friends, and actually making friends that have something in common with you.
How many of you imitate your best friend or your parents? How about using your talents like Tori Wiggins and check out what it's like to be a voiceover artist?
Greetings, citizens. I am Space Ghost, star. Greetings, citizens. I am Space Ghost, star of the Cartoon Network. Why are they here?
Tori, how did your session go with George?
First, when we walked in, he was recording like this car dealership thing, and then he let me do it.
It's going to be a great weekend at Kings Bay Chrysler as we celebrate the World Championship, the great deals at Kings Bay Chrysler. No purchase necessary.
Here's an idea. Switch places with your mom, your dad, or your uncle one day. Milton High School did it.
Corey, what are you out here doing today?
I'm filling in for my uncle right now. I followed these guys out here, and they're filming a commercial for this jewelry store right here. And I've just been doing some of the shots and checking out what they do.
So far I've been in PE, and I found out I am not in shape. I've been in English. It's been a long time since I've been in English. A little intimidating. Geometry, I can't even figure out the calculator. Pretty sad.
With all the advanced diseases out there, do you have what it takes to find a cure? Noelle Smith does, and she's ready to face the challenge.
Is there a great demand for lab technicians today, do you think?
Yes, there is. What I'm seeing in the laboratory literature, that laboratories are starting to hire again, and they're looking for the versatile laboratory technologist.
Is there any dangers in this kind of work?
The protections that we have available to us, it doesn't make it risk-free, but I would venture that for those of us in the laboratory following the recommended precautions, we're safer there than we are getting in our cars and driving home.
It was really interesting to be able to go and see all the different labs and learn about the different levels.
Do you think you're still interested? Is this something you still want to pursue?
I think she's got me hooked.
Christy Brennan said she loves animals and she can't imagine working behind a desk. Can you imagine working at Zoo Atlanta and taking care of all those animals?
Why was it that you decided to become a vet?
I think the reason I decided to become a vet is that I love animals so much, and I found that the times in which I was stressed or sad or needed a little relaxation were the times when I would go to the zoo and feel the best just watching animals and how they interact with each other. This is actually an x-ray of Kudzu, our famous little baby gorilla. This is her chest x-ray done during her physical exam to make sure she's okay.
Do you remember Chad Foster's words of advice? Well, you better, because it could be the difference between acing that interview or getting that internship.
The bottom line here is this. School provides you with your education. Book smarts provide you with your education. But street smarts and contacts make you successful. You cannot succeed without school. But you cannot succeed without adding street smarts and contacts to school. All three are important.
See, it really doesn't matter what you choose, because with Campus Live, the sky's the limit, and so are your career choices. You never know until you try.
Oh man, Angie's been on this show longer than anybody else. You can tell about these hairstyles. Check this out, man.
Thanks a lot, Carlos. You know what they say about paybacks. Watch Carlos get his and a whole lot more when we return. You don't want to miss it.
This is the Wolfman and Don. Congratulations, Campus Live, for 5 great years on Channel 5.
Keep up the good work, Campus Live.
And hey, as for Campus Live,
if I could change anything in history, I'd probably change the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. He was a relative of mine, and I think the country would be better off if he had stayed alive and finished out his term.
It'd be the discovery of the atom bomb. Then there wouldn't be all this nuclear warfare and everything, and the world would be a happier place.
Would we have a hole in the ozone if we had never invented cars?
And if I could change anything in history, it would be the occurring of the Persian Gulf War. Because when Saddam attacked Kuwait, they were like his own people, Muslim brothers, and he did a very bad thing and hurt a lot of people.
If I could change anyone's attitude or actions in history, I would definitely change Adolf Hitler. Because if he were a different man, 11 million senseless deaths would not have occurred, and many people would not be mentally and physically challenged. If those people had lived, maybe they could have changed the world and made it a better place.
If I could change anything in history, I think it'd have to be America's involvement in the Vietnam War. I don't think that we should have been there. It was fought for economic and social reasons. A lot of people's fathers and grandfathers would still be around if it wasn't fought, and who knows, maybe even JFK.
And if I could change one thing, it would be the extinction of the dinosaurs. I think that'd be cool pets.
Set them up, so let us show you these wonderful interns in action,
Yes,
beginning with one of our production assistants, Mr. Carlos Walk.
How you doing? Thanks a lot, Tom. I think I'll take it from here. Yes, that's right, I'm Carlos. Carlos with a special K, here to make your day. Yes, I'm programming director here at GSTV, and I'm also a most glorious video jock. You know, I was thinking...
As you can see, I'm not the only one who's changed over the years. Oh, man. Campus Live was a monthly show on WAGA-TV for 4 years. All the features were covered by me or one of my 3 co-hosts now. First, there was the janitor, a DJ from Power 99. Next came Major Tom, also from Power 99. Finally, there was Paul Osmond from Good Day Atlanta. As you can see, Evander Holyfield helped us out some too. I want to say thanks a lot, guys. You were great. Since going weekly a year ago, we have the Campus Live team to cover the features, but I still like to handle the art stories, and here's some of the best. Art is everywhere. Why, this is art.
This is art. 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 Art.
No, that is not art.
What? What's the problem?
Have you ever stopped to think where we'd all be without art?
No Melrose Place, no Wonder Bra, no cool cars, no naked statues, no football.
No football!
Okay, so maybe there would be football, but there wouldn't be any Fox Sports. Hey, Campus Live knows all about art because we are, in fact, art. That's right. If not for the creative talents of our incredible staff of artists, this program would not exist. Lucky for you, it does, and we use it to tell everyone about the kind of art you're into. Like music.
Say, how do you feel when you feel like you know, but forever's gone away. It's so hard to say goodbye. Return to the beginning, the light is dim.
Dance. Music and dance.
And a whole lot more. The truth is, life would be pretty dull without the arts and all the people who pursue them. So, The next time you watch a little TV, go to a movie, get a haircut, eat at a fine restaurant, read a book, wear a hat, play an instrument,
or sing a song. Get the picture? Thank an artist. We do all the time. Well, gotta go.
Hi, I'm Salita Hayes, and I'll be right back to talk about movies and why we review them on Campus Live. See you in a minute.
If I had $1,000, I would give $500 to my dad to help him buy a computer because that's always what he talks about. And I would give $500 to my mom to prepare the bills and buy something nice.
How about buying a bunch of flowers and taking them to a convalescent home to brighten someone's day?
If I had $1,000, I would give it to Carleen Johnson and her family. She has bone cancer and she needs help.
If I had $1,000, I would donate it to the animal shelters because I think they're overlooked a lot and my animals mean a lot to me.
If I had $1,000, I would give it to my sister, who is only 3 years old, but to me she represents the future.
How about giving to your favorite cause, like helping young children fight leukemia?
If I had $1,000, I'd send $500 to OJ to help out with his lawyer fees, and then I'd give $500 to my girl, Christy Wright.
I would spend it on 2 plane tickets to Hawaii for my parents to go on their dream vacation.
If I had $1,000, I'd give it to my brother to help pay for his college. If I had $1,000, I would I would give it to my brother and split it with my parents.
How about going to the Humane Society, adopting a pet, one in every size? Oh, but make sure they've been spayed or neutered. Welcome back to Campus Live, celebrating 5 years on 5 with one of the most awesome teams in television. In my opinion, one of the most exciting segments of the program is our movie reviews. What is now Reel to Reel debuted on Campus Live in 1993 as Cine segments hosted by Cherie Welsh. Today, Salita Hayes has the job of finding the flicks, and here she is to tell us all about it.
Hey, today we're at Metropolitan Artifacts in Atlanta, which is where many movie props come from. Like this car is very much like the car in Two for the Road, the film starring Audrey Hepburn in 1968. Pretty cool, huh? But today we're taking a special look at the past 5 years of Reel to Reel. I get kind of emotional about it. But anyway, the cool thing about Reel to Reel is we're here to educate you as well as entertain you. That's a pretty tricky combination. You may wonder, how do we do it? Well, it's important what we show you. And we've covered everything from the first all-African-American musical to the most recent blockbuster hits. Think we look that old? I don't think so. And classics aren't all we do. Think social commentary, from slavery to civil rights, from Orson to Oprah. Reel to Reel has been there. Take a look at this flashback.
Well, they were shaken, all right. I don't think I've ever seen them so surprised. But the thing that really shook them was just that I wanted to marry anybody they hadn't even heard about. I can't blame them for being sort of stunned by it all.
Well, then you couldn't blame us if we were a little stunned too, could you?
I tell you the truth, it is. Lord, child, now see, we gonna get you a little milk here, baby. Little milk here for the baby. Yes, indeed. Here it is. Go to your daddy now. What you want me to do with it? Try feeding her and then try fixing up this here mess you done made here. I can smell the rain coming.
By including movie terms in each segment, we try and give you a little more information about the movie biz. Hey, it's fun, it's cool, it's good for you. Fun, good for you. How did that happen? Movie term, slapstick. Movie term, flashback. Movie term, point of view. Movie term, smell-o-vision. Movie term, stand-in. Movie term, back lot. You know, we also think it's cool to show you a different side of the camera from behind the scenes where it all comes together. From props like this to special effects. And let me tell you, it gets pretty rough. We also try and give you an insider's edge on the movies we review, from special interviews to production trivia. You know, the good stuff. It makes movies so much more fun to watch, don't you think?
This is Ace Ventura. I dare ya! This is how the director maintains control of the set. Watch this. Okay.
We've had a lot of comments of people who've come to visit and say, wow, there are a lot of women behind the monitor over there. But it's also exciting the fact that we have a lot of women in key positions on our crew.
It's magical in a way that's based in reality, that there is that doubt that maybe it wasn't magic.
Thanks a lot for the last 5 years, and you can look forward to seeing more movies coming from us, I guarantee it. And even next week, we'll show you how to make your own movie. So stay tuned. It's been real. I'm Salita. See ya.
Cut.
Yay! Thanks. All right, that's good. Cut. Cut. Ah!
Coming up next, I get my opportunity to tell you about the real heroes in Atlanta. I promise there won't be a dry eye in the house. Stay with us.
Congratulations, Campus Live.
5 great years right here on Channel 5.
I would have the Tom Hanks Spicy Shrimp Gumbo.
If I could have a dish named after a celebrity, it'd be a Keanu Reeves souffle because it's fluffy on the outside and sweet on the inside.
Eddie Murphy, a devil's clutch, cake.
David Letterman soup because I can just imagine the top 10 things he'd put in it.
How about the Jacques Cousteau salad? A little shrimp, a little scampi. The only problem is you'd have to put on a scuba mask to eat it.
If I could name a drink here, it'd be Brad Pitt's Pitted Prune Juice because it really moves you.
The Riddler, the Jim Carrey Riddler. Don't tell the person what it is, let them figure out for themselves what it is.
They should have a broccoli soup named after George Bush.
I'd like to name a potato alphabet soup after Dan Quayle.
How about a Seinfeld bagel served with a Snapple? Oh, it says here you got to pay by American Express.
It would be the Dolly Parton chicken breast sandwich.
And I like the pasta here, so I think we'll name the pasta after Demi Moore. The more you eat, the more you want.
Welcome back to Campus Live's 5 Years on 5 Anniversary Special. One of our most important segments on the show is our Community Service Spotlight. It gives us a chance to highlight the unsung heroes who give of their time helping others. And no one tells it better than our very own Andre Hextall.
So, you want to know all about the community service segment in our show, huh? You want me to tell you everything that we've covered in the last 5 years on 5?
Okay.
Well, when I'm finished with you, you won't know what hit you.
Egg.
And also, you'll feel as though I do that community service is exciting, heartwarming, informative. It helps to make a difference in our society.
Excellent!
Check it out. Community service, community service, community service spotlight. Since 1990, Angie Dillard, Paula Gwynn, Lisa Shore, and
No way!
yes, myself,
I knew it. I knew it.
have covered some of the most wonderful stories about the most courageous, caring, and committed individuals in our community. Our focus has been to acknowledge outstanding high school and college students or individuals or organizations who work with them for their work in the community.
What does that mean? Fair.
Highlighting such a wide variety of people has given us the opportunity to personally experience a community while helping to inform you about society's winners. The subject matters have varied. However, I will take this opportunity to remind you of some of our greatest heroes, or, if you're seeing these stories for the first time, introduce you to some champions.
This is cool.
Oftentimes through community service, students receive an opportunity to do more than just help out a great cause or volunteer their time. Many discover they can receive valued hands-on experience. For example, some students who volunteered their time at the zoo for the Junior Zoo Crew of Atlanta found out that the skills they were developing in animal care would be helpful tools later in life.
Well, I enjoy working with animals, and I enjoy doing volunteer service, and I just like it a lot here. It's a lot of fun. Everybody's real nice, and it just gives me a chance to experience something new.
Then there are the stories that we cover that promote unity and goodwill. These concentrate on improving cultural relations between our young people by involving them in events that grab their interest. The Atlanta World Choir and the committees for the Atlanta Olympic Games Dream Team do just that. The Atlanta World Choir accomplishes this through music while the Dream Team focuses on the games.
I definitely want them to know that we can be different and celebrate one another's different cultures and heritage and come together and work together and definitely live together and enjoy one another's differences.
So one of the themes from this year is cultural diversity. So we teach everybody how we're different, but yet how we have more in common than we have differences. So that's great. So they get to learn a little bit more from where they might be from, and then learn how we as Americans are one.
Other stories we've covered attempted to warn students about the importance of proper decision making. Brandon Severa, a survivor of a drinking and driving accident, warned students at Lassiter High School not to follow his path. While other stories are just plain heartwarming, as with these students of Happy Tales took their pets to a local retirement home to provide entertainment and company to the elderly. Still not convinced that community service is exciting?
Hey, you're absolutely right.
Still can't see how meaningful this segment is?
I ain't talking to this guy. I want a lawyer.
Well, okay, you asked for it. Now, what do you think of that?
I love you.
Pretty cool, huh? Well, I appreciate you giving me this opportunity to tell you all about this great segment called Community Service. You can see why I'm so proud to be part of this segment. To all the individuals who made this segment possible, thank you. You are truly our community service spotlight. But until next time, keep watching.
Campus Live debuts a brand new segment when we come back. You asked for it. Now here it is. Don't go away.
Like a lot of the 70s stuff. However, I'd like to see more African-inspired clothing come to the forefront as part of everyday wear.
I'd like to see large collars come back in style because they're so cool.
Small clothes, no more baggy, big like balloon stuff, just fits.
The old 1930s style, the fedora hats, the long trench coats back in the Cotton Club days, where everybody got dressed up and went to the party, whether if it was Monday, Tuesday, or Sunday.
An umbrella, because it's such a hot day and it'd be good to keep the sun out, like a parasol.
The bathing suits that they used to wear in the 50s, they were long and they covered almost all your body.
Renaissance look, like the, straight jackets, poofy ruffles. I think that'd be a really nice comeback.
Everyone at Campus Live pitches in to get the job done, including Sarah Kowalski. Now, she's the one who comes up with our question of the week. I don't know how she does it week after week. Oh, hi, Sarah.
Hi.
She also helps us in production as well. Now, you're just in time to help us debut someone else to our Campus Live team. Her name is Julie Pentecoff, and she's here with a brand new segment we call Back At Ya.
Bang. Go! Pay attention is a lesson alert.
Is Joe Camel your hero? Wish you could ride the range with a Marlboro Man? Or are Ethan Hawke and Winona Ryder more your style? Now, before you think I've lost my mind, I'm talking about smoking. Now, a viewer wrote in and asked me this: why do most so-called Generation X movie stars smoke on screen? Is this reality or just Hollywood stereotype of people our age? You asked for answers, here they come. Back at ya.
I believe it's a stereotype. I believe people do it just because they want to fit in with their other friends who do it, and they see the older people doing it, so they want to agree with them and grow up as fast as they can if they're in high school or whatnot.
We all gotta die someday. I'm really not a health nut, and I don't care about that.
Why did you start smoking?
Mostly just the people I was hanging out with just started smoking, so I did too, to be cool.
Okay, so a lot of celebs smoke, right? What's that have to do with you? Well, it depends on how you look at it. You see, most people who smoke start smoking in their teens and don't stop. And by age 18, 1 out of 3 teenagers starts the habit. So who's not out there smoking? It's all part of the American Cancer Society's new website geared to show kids alternatives to smoking. It features celebs who don't smoke, and they tell you why.
Hi, I'm Samantha Becker from Saved by the Bell, the new class. Smoking is uncool because who wants to smell like a cigarette butt? Ah!
This is T.C. Carson from Living Single, and smoking is not cool because it is not healthy. Why do something that could kill you just to fit in? Duh.
Each of these celebrities were very personally committed and dedicated to the cause of helping keep our youth tobacco-free. And they meant from the heart everything that they said and gave us their full-fledged honest scream and their views on smoking and why it's not cool.
Even MTV is getting in on the act. You can see their video on the website too. It's called Deception.
Your breath is as sweet as the morning dew.
Well, your breath smells like the bottom of a tar pit.
Your soft sighs caress me like the warm summer winds.
I feel like I'm sucking on an exhaust pipe.
Kiss me, you fool.
How about a hickey?
So what's going on? Is Hollywood labeling us nicotine addicts? Non-smokers say they're a little put off by the image.
well, it doesn't really give a good influence or role model for younger kids, and I don't think they should really show it on TV because they see them doing it and they think it's okay to smoke.
And if you smoke, I mean, it's going to mess up your future because you're going to have health problems and all that when you get older. You know, you can get lung cancer and you can die sooner, you know.
But certain smokers think people should just butt out.
Well, actually, I think that it's good for them to smoke in movies now. It shows that the reality and the realness in society. I don't think it has anything to do with how kids smoke today. I think that has to do with growing up, parents, and peer pressure.
How long have you guys smoked?
I started smoking when I was 10.
That's 14.
And you're how old now?
I'm 19.
I'm 20.
Really, it's your choice. If you think cigarettes are too easy to buy, write your congressman and fight to make laws tougher on young smokers and the people who sell them cigarettes. Get in touch with movie companies and tell them you're tired of smoking on screen or stop going to those movies. And speak up. If someone smoking bothers you, tell them. Why should you have to deal with their dirty smoke?
Eventually you're going to get lung cancer. There's no ifs about it. If you smoke, you're going to get sick. So I don't want to get sick, so I'm not going to do it.
So if you hang out with people who smoke, tell them how you feel. Help someone stop smoking. It's a lot easier to do with a friend. And above all, don't start. Find something else to spend your money on. Think about it. I know I have. Get in touch with me at Campus Live. I'm Julie, and I'll be back at you next time.
There's still more to come on Campus Live's 5 on 5 anniversary, so don't dare leave.
Hi, I'm Angie Stevens with Atlanta Toyota.
Oh, Mr. Toyota!
Congratulations, Campus Live, for 5 years on 5.
Just like the 5 years we've spent here on WAGA TV, this hour special has flown by. It's hard to cram into 60 minutes what it has taken us 100 shows to accomplish. We want to thank all our sponsors over the years, especially Georgia State University, for your long-term commitment. And we also want to thank WAGA TV for taking a chance with a little dream and making it a reality. But without you, we don't have a show. So keep those cards and letters coming in with story ideas. You can even reach us at our email address, camplive4u@americaonline.com. You never know who you might see on Campus Live. We leave you now with some of the memories we've shared over the past 5 years, some of the fashion updates, the awesome summer we spent with the What's Up gang. Now you can tune us in at our regular time, Saturday mornings, 10:30, right here on 5. I'm on my way to a Campus Live meeting. These guys are busy working on next week's script. Work. That's all they ever do. I mean, they're so dedicated and such a great group. Until then, take care. God bless, and we'll see you next week.
Angie Dillard's wardrobe provided by Riches. Hair design provided by Fuji's at the Galleria Specialty Mall. If you know someone who should be featured on Campus Live, write and tell us about them. Here's the address. Campus Live, care of WAGA TV, 1551 Briar Cliff Road Northeast, Atlanta 30306. If you missed any portion of this program, you and your friends can catch the rebroadcast on News Media 1, Cable Channel 33. Check your local listings for times.
Can you kiss me without hurting?